Hi, I'm Brian Richards, founder and CEO of SaunaSpace. Today I'd like to introduce to you our PureLayer collection and take you kind of behind the curtain, behind the scenes, how this newest addition to the SaunaSpace product line came to life. For so many years, our customers have been asking us for a custom towel system to protect the sauna and to use it. None of the off-the-shelf towels fit exactly right. We started to play around with this design of like, hey, what would a SaunaSpace towel system look like? That process started several years ago, and it went through quite a lot of evolution, as everything does here at SaunaSpace. A lot of product testing and also in the field customer testing, to where we finally just last December released our PureLayer collection. The first elements of the PureLayer collection are the mat cover and the stool cover. Let me take you into that design evolution. Started out with this huge prototype towel, almost like an Abraham Lincoln hat, that covered the stool and went down and covered the whole floor. It was super impractical. It was like hard to put in there, hard to take out. Once we tried that, we're like, no, we need to separate stool cover and the mat cover. They need to be two different products. We started to design each one on its own. The first iteration of the mat cover was just one layer. I realized after testing it that I wanted more protection. I wanted to be able to absorb more sweat. So then I added another layer. I felt like that was not quite enough for those like super heavy sweaters once we tested it with a number of people. So we ended up deciding on a three-layer mat cover construction. We started to think about how can we construct a three-layer design that's functional and easy to use in the sauna, but also is easy to wash. Came up with the design that we have now where it's seamed on the front, so it's closed on the front, but it's open on the sides and the back. When you wash it, just pop those out and throw it in the washing machine, and it gets super nice and clean. In a dryer, of course, it fully dries. And then the stool towel also went under sort of like journey of design. Started out with 2 layers, and then just like the mat cover, we decided, hey, we need a lot more layers. Let's go with 3, 4. Actually, we ended up going with 5. At first, it was just a pile of layers that went together and it seamed on the side. But I wanted it to be tight on the stool. The original designs were kind of floppy. Eventually, we put a little piece of elastic in it, so it sucks over the stool quite nicely. It keeps it tight. On the inside, layers are sewn in like little flower petals. We figured out this design that you can layer up 5 layers easily, and then as soon as you need to wash it, you just open it up and put it in the washing machine and wash it and dry it. So then we wanted to test the next step, not just using the product, but also washing it. So with both products, we did a series of washes, like 15 washes, one after the other, using a natural detergent, more like hot towel wash. And what we found is over time, because of the design of the stool cover's flower petals, it had a tendency to wear out. Then I looked into how do we wash this and keep the design, keep the layers. I turned to these wash bags that you can use to wash your laundry. And so we tried that out and that ended up solving the problem. But the wash bag I used was like a nylon bag or a polyester bag. And I was like, can we make that out of organic material? So each stool cover comes with this organic cotton wash bag. And when you wash it, you just unfold the stool cover entirely and you stick it in here and tighten it up, and it protects it during the washing and the drying. So we got our design kind of figured out, tested with ourselves, tested with our users. We figured out how to care for it and wash it. And the final piece was the material itself. I discovered bamboo terry cloth material, and I tested that against the organic cotton material we're using thus far. I loved it. It was actually more absorbent, seemed to be more antibacterial and anti-odor. The mat cover and the stool cover launched our PureLayer collection, and we have some more products in design too that we're hoping to also come out with this year to add to the PureLayer collection. This is the coolest thing that SaunaSpace has come out with in a while, to just up level and upgrade every sauna session you have.